In this week's tick list, we're going to cover the Climbing Works International Festival 2022. We're here at the Rab CWIF 2022. We missed a year last year for obvious reasons. So Nick, can you tell me a little bit about the CWIF? What's it all about?
Yeah, so the CWIF's been going on for over a decade now, and they fly in strong people from all over the world.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. But you've got the likes of like Alex Magos, who we're going to try and beat in the competition by any means necessary, really. Who else have we got? We've got Jenya, Alex's partner. She's over from Ukraine at the moment, so a really amazing effort getting here. Yeah, and then we've got a load of strong British wads like Hamish MacArthur. He won the World Youth Championships last year. And then Max Milne, Scottish guy, but he's the British bouldering champion at the moment, so it's a strong field. Yeah,
brilliant. So we've got a whole load of strong competitors. I think we're actually going to enter into the qualification round ourselves, so watch out for that. Nick, have we got any tips or tricks that we can use to try and win?
It's psychological warfare, really. I mean, you've got to psych out the other competitors, help yourself win. I mean, we're not quite as strong as people like Magos, you might be surprised to hear, but you know, with the right tactics, we can make a difference.
I think we've got a good chance.
Yeah. Just saw you crush a roof there, and you look like one of the people I need to beat in this competition. How's it going, and can you give me any tips?
Good so far, yeah. I think a bit of a easier round this year. Like, I think as usual, like little mistakes count for quite a lot. So it's quite important to kind of flash them. And there's a lot of tricky styles, so quite droppable. I think tips is a lot of the boulders are kind of easier than they first seem. So if you kind of like panic, they can fall off. So don't panic.
What he's telling me is that I should be flashing all the problems.
If you've ever climbed with the Climbing Works, you'll have a good idea of what the problems are like. They're all pretty technical. There's slabs, there's arêtes, there's overhangs, and they start from pretty easy, which is where we'll be starting off, all the way up to super hard to separate out the competition.
How am I going to do this one? Give me some tips. I mean, how am I going to win the comp? Talk to me. Climb all the walls and pull off?
In the men's qualification round, Will Bosey flashed all 30 boulder problems, but he couldn't come to the finals because he's going on a trip. Jim Pope was close behind in second place, having only fallen once, and Hamish MacArthur, who won the Junior World Championships last year, came in third place. In the women's, 2019 British bouldering champion Holly Tutil qualified in first place. She was closely followed in second place by Ukrainian climber Jenya Kazbekova. Lucy Garlick completed the top three. We're heading in now to watch 20 men and 20 women compete for a place in the finals. Percy Bishton's team of setters tested both the men's and women's qualifiers in the semi-finals with problems on arêtes, slopers and even plastic pebbles. Here are the men's finalists. Here are the women's finalists. The men's final was wide open as 5 Brits took on the Olympic machine Alex Magos. British bouldering champion Max Milne and top sport climber Toby Roberts quickly found themselves in a head-to-head. Both of them were topping problems on their first and second attempts until problem 3. It was on problem 3 that Roberts became unstuck. It was a tricky slab and Milne managed to flash it. Junior world champion Hamish MacArthur took the bronze.
Here's Max. Come on, Max. Mr. Taker. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Max Milne. I think he's pleased with that.
The women's final was fiercely contested all the way to the podium. Michaela Tracy had the advantage over Israel's Ayala Karem as she was the only person to top the first problem. Going into the final problem, Michaela only needed to find a zone hold. Unfortunately, Tracy couldn't find her way to the top of the final problem and Karem won the competition on zone holds. During the QIF, the Climbing Works was collecting proceeds to support Ukraine, as well as Climbers Against Cancer, and it was a brilliant event all round with a fantastic atmosphere and a great turnout for British boulderers.